Hello, is this Gemini speaking? Gem, how are you, sweetie? This is the funny Armenian guy from the Renaissance Tarot. Listen, I'm calling in to check in to see how you're feeling. Are you doing okay? Especially after the mother freaking Mercury retrograde. I miss you, Gemini. I really, really do. You doing okay? Okay, good. I was just wondering because, intuitively I was picking up like you're about to have some sort of a breakthrough. You know what I mean? It's been the heaviest for you out of all your other brothers and sisters. Okay, yeah, it's been hard. But I'm sending you a huge hug. I'm about to channel some messages for you, Gemini. Yeah, you're the gem, you put the gem in Gemini, and I got your back. No matter what others say about you, or even if the whole world hates you, Gemini, I'm always gonna have your back. Okay, so anyways, Gem, let's get into your reading with this funny Armenian guy. How you doing, cutie patootie? Looking all that yummy. Let me give you a big hug. Let me just pet you a little bit. You're so cute. Looking all that. See that smile that you have on your face right now? That big smile is actually looking so good on you, baby. Welcome to your reading. I'm your funny Armenian guy, and you are? You are my peanut butter jelly cutie patootie. So, Jem, let's get to business. I love you so much, and this is going to be your reading from April 14th to the 20th. I'm going to take a look at your recent, past, current situation, immediate future. Going to clarify the challenge cards and also close with an oracle card and a major advice. So, let's get into the reading. What is it that we have for my Geminis? What's going on? Gem. You know the national anthem of Geminis? I'm in your head, I'm on your mind. I'm a Gemini. I put the gem in Gemini. I woke up feeling extra gray. Which face should I put today? I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. I love you so much, Gemini. So let's see what's going on for my gems. So your challenge, Gemini, is the Nine of Swords. And I knew this was coming in. But your challenge here is finally making the decision to allow that breakthrough to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know I'm jumping too far a little bit yet because as a fire sign, as a Leo, I got to be more patient. But there is a Hanged Man here. You could be dealing with the Pisces. I'm going to take a look to see what's happening here, but wait before you make any moves. Wait. And I'm going to see what this is about, okay? So your challenge here has to do a lot with the Nine of Swords, which is telling me that there is something here that's been bothering you. I think it's been a lot on your mind. This is a Gemini card as well, the Nine of Swords. It's been very excruciating, painful. I'm getting a sense of you having a hard time going to bed, just everything has been so foggy for you, especially the freaking Mercury retrograde that I just sent home. We're going to find out more about that. At the bottom of the deck and at the end of the day, you have the Four of Cups, which is telling me that there is something here that you're fixated about. You could be dealing with the Leo also. I think that you're still missing this person or fixated on a specific situation here. We're going to find out more. And also somebody here was not being honest with you. Somebody was hiding some sort of a truth from you. So, in the recent past, Gemini, you have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Tower. So it looks like that in the recent past, there was something here that ended and it caused a major disruption just in general to the flow of your life. I think you have been having a hard time just to, do your regular things, to do your usual things that you used to do before. Five of Pentacles and the Tower here is telling me that there was a major breakup, separation between you and another person, and it could have happened so much in a very unexpected way. And I'm gonna find out and see what that's about. Now, in the present moment, Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. So you're being pulled by two directions. And as a Gemini, you have two perspectives, and both of them are right. There is a clarity that you're trying to gain about a specific situation right now. I think this has to do for some of you, either you want to decide whether you're going to move on from this person or not. The Hanged Man here is Pisces, and then this is Chariot. But nonetheless, despite the fact that those are the main signs that are showing up in the present moment for you, I think you're gonna have a major realization about something in the present moment. And I'm gonna clarify to find out, to see what this is about, because those are actually the two opposites. Hangman is telling you to wait, the Chariot is telling you to move on. Those are literally two major arcana cards, and we're gonna find out and see what that's about shortly. In the near future, my cutie patootie, looking all that so yummy. You have the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is something here very positive that's going to take place in your life, because the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about you having the upper hand and basically winning in this situation, or having a major realization that's going to make you so happy. And I'm going to find out to see what that's about. King of Swords is your energy in the near future. And I'm going to be honest with you, some of you could be wanting to move on from somebody here because you could most likely discover something about a third-party situation with the Three of Pentacles. Let's get into your scrumptious and yummy reading, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, Gemini, let's clarify the challenge here, the overall energy, I mean. The Nine of Swords, why is this an obstacle for my Geminis? What is it that my Geminis need to know? Nine of Swords, you've been stressing a lot. I mean, and it's not surprising. It's not surprising because your ruling planet Mercury has been basically baking and cooking everyone, and especially you the most. So the Nine of Swords is clarified here with the Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Fool. So here is the thing. You've been stressing out a lot about somebody that has been breadcrumbing you, or that was breadcrumbing you. This person and you, both of you could be in separation, because the Two of Wands is talking about a person who is holding the globe. And when the Earth appears in this, it means that somebody here could be in separation or could be at a distance from you. Every time you think about a new beginning with you and this person, there is something that makes you extremely sad. There is something that comes to your mind that just makes you realize that, you know what, honestly, I don't feel like I'm gonna commit to this person, because I'm uncertain of their honesty. And this person also could have breadcrumbed you. Everything might have started great in the beginning, but I think that little by little, this person kind of like tried to pull their energy back from you, and they were breadcrumbing you. A little text here, a little text there, getting silent on you, on and off, on and off. I'm getting an on and off energy here. Somebody here also was not telling you the truth. That scenario that you were forcefully put is like somebody here was trying to entertain other things on the side while trying to keep you also in their life. You see this person, how they're breadcrumbing. So you had some sort of a tower moment in the recent past, which I'm going to clarify shortly, which ultimately caused you to be in this place of feeling a lot of despair, okay, a lot of pain. Now, let's talk about the tower in the recent past here. Actually, I'm going to clarify to see what happened, and then who did it and why, basically. I'm going to clarify, and I like to make sure that you guys can see the cards here. So I'm going to clarify the Five of Pentacles, because there is something here that was causing you a lot of sadness. I think in the recent past, Gemini, you were a lot in your head, just overthinking about a specific situation. Maybe you didn't really communicate it with this individual. You didn't tell them what was going on in your mind, but you started noticing some red flags here and there, and it just made you realize that something is off about this situation. Five of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm clarifying the Five of Pentacles here, okay? So Five of Pentacles came out, and Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Seven of Cups. Gemini, you were so confused. There was a lot of illusions here, deception. This person feels deceived. You felt like you were deceived by this individual, and because also you have a very good sense of judgment, so you have a strong intuition to realize that something was off. Even though you try to save this relationship, you try to save this connection from having the tower moment in the recent past, you couldn't do it all by yourself, Gemini, because the Five of Pentacles here in reverse is telling me that you were trying so hard, you were putting all of your efforts. If it was in upright position, this is where it was going, but you were trying to reverse. You were trying to do everything to, basically cancel that whole situation happening. okay, and you were confused. You knew that something was off. If you look at the Seven of Cups, this is talking about an energy of like someone who is standing in front of many choices, and maybe something here happened that was a deal breaker for you, but you still try to save it. But eventually, based on your major realization here, the Judgment here, there was a Tower moment that happened. I'm strongly getting that some of you could have ended things with this person, could have said that I don't want to deal with you anymore, I don't see us being together, because there were some lies and deception involved in this connection. Now let's clarify the Tower here. What is the Tower about for my Geminis? The Tower is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So like I mentioned before, I think that this connection with this individual gem turned into a one-sided relationship. You realize that you were the only one, like the Seven of Pentacles, who was constantly invested into this connection. You could have dealt with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could have been a Leo also. So it was more of a one-sided. You were the one that was constantly putting in all the efforts and, you know, wanting to make this person be equally sharing the yoke with you, you know? And I'm talking about not only just financial stuff here with the Queen of Pentacles, but in general, just being communicative, because you are the side of communication, Gemini. You rule the mind, and I think that this person was not on the same page with you. Ultimately, this Tower moment happened 11:11 on the clock as I'm saying this right now, which has led to a lot of disappointment. So, and there was a soul connection, there was a lot of love. I'm getting strong sexual connection, attraction between the two of you. Both of you could have been at different ages, different cultures, different backgrounds. So Gemini, let's talk about this Ace of Swords here. Let's talk about this major clarity that you are gaining about a specific situation in the present moment, Gemini. So the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So what you're realizing right now in the present moment, Gemini, I feel like that for many of you, you want to move forward towards yourself. There is this sense of self-development, self-care, and with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you want to move on from this person, but there is something that's holding you back. And I feel like just like this person in the imagery in the Four of Cups, there is an opportunity that's being presented to you, or that could be presented to you, but you are like ignoring that opportunity because you're trying to make sense of why did this person in the past did what they did to you. Like if you were so honest, and I believe that you were so honest and loving towards this individual, why did they act the way that they acted towards you? So you're trying to make sense of that, and I think this major realization here has to do, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think it was also financial related. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles in tarot, they represent money. You realize somebody here was just constantly take away from you, Gemini, okay? And that could be money, time, energy, sex, anything that you were providing for this person. That's what they were all taking away from you. And you realize that this person was an avoidant, just like this person on the Knight of Wands is taking off and like going towards a different direction. So you're having a major realization about this. Let's talk about this Hanged Man, because I feel like this is somebody that keeps coming back in your mind and they hold you back from moving on. I'm strongly getting this is a water sign energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You've been trying to move on from this person from a long time. I just feel like that it's been very debilitating and very challenging for you to move on from them. It could have been another air sign, could have been another Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But I'm getting heavy water. Knight of Cups, water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Pentacles, and then the Hermit here. So one of the things that you're realizing in the present moment, this person that you're still hanging on to is because you still believe that there is a third-party situation involved with this person, and that's a possibility for some of them. This is not going to resonate with every single person, but I feel like that the fact that that's holding you back is that this person might have also made you some promises that they were going to come into your life, be more committed. There has been a lot of on and off situation. And the Three of Pentacles also is telling me that maybe this person was so much occupied with work, with other duties, and could have been a third party for some of them. And that's why I just feel like, you're eliminating right now. You're realizing that, is this worth for me? Is it worth it for me to wait for somebody who was not wanting to commit to me and who was not honest with me? Because this could have been, might as well, the person that the Tower moment happened in the past that you spotted and you were able to notice the red flags in this person. I think that has to do a lot with them trying to play you. You felt you were played. You were played. Remember when I was saying somebody here like wanted to keep you in their life, breadcrumbing here, that's been causing you a lot of pain, right? It's like, be my boyfriend, be my girlfriend, but I'm still with this person, or I'm still... Some of you, maybe they even told you that, and some of you, maybe you just kind of felt something was off. So this was a player person. I'm just going to keep it real. I don't sugarcoat stuff. So this is the one that you're holding on to. Is this the one that you're going to like waste your time, your precious, beautiful day to hold on, to let somebody from the past to hold you back? That's not going to happen, Gemini, because I feel like that you're determined to move forward towards a new direction with the Chariot here. A lot of you could be wanting to relocate or just do something new for yourself. The Chariot here is clarified by the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Temperance. Yeah, you just showed up in your reading. Queen of Swords is Gemini, 10 of Cups is family, and then Temperance here is healing right here. So a lot of you are headed towards a new direction with the Chariot card here. This is a very positive energy in tarot, fast forward moving energy, a direction where you're going to literally realize that, you know what, the concept of family and how I define as a Gemini, how I define family is very different from what this person had, how this person would frame it in the past and they would define it. So there must have been some deal breakers for you with this individual that you have come to realize that you are going to move on from them. And guess what? You're moving into a more clarity here. The Queen of Swords is you, Gemini. Remember that you rule the communication just like her. She speaks and the clouds come down from over there to down here below her arm. That means your mind is very powerful, Gemini. Maybe some of you haven't tapped into that powerful Gemini mind, but you have the ability to have telepathic communication with people. No wonder you are the Gemini. There's two sides of you. And I love both. So you just know, okay? I embrace both. I think that there is a side of you, for many of you, correct me if I could be wrong, there is a side of you that's very like a badass, like determined, like doesn't give a F about what others say, what others think, whatever, just moves on, right? And that's the side that some people get triggered with, and that sounds like a personal problem. Go listen to Iggy Azalea's song. She's a Gemini, Australian rapper. Iggy Azalea, Personal Problem. She's a Gemini. And I listen to all of her songs and I resonate with them. People who get triggered by that one side of you, Gemini, that's their problem. Your other side, Gemini, though, is you get quite emotional. You get quite attached to somebody. And there might be some circumstances for some of you where you just like, you deserve more, but you just kind of like settle for somebody who is like breadcrumbing you. For what? If you can get whatever you want, whoever you want, Gemini. And you know that. This is just a reminder, baby. Okay, so you're headed towards a direction where you're learning to fill your own cup, to take care of yourself, to prioritize yourself. And also, you have a totally different idea when it comes to family. I think it's different than everybody else's. The way that you view family, Gemini, is you want to have fun. You want to have, for some of you, children. You want to do spontaneous activities. You want to do fun stuff with your person, okay? You're not going to be sitting here and entertaining third parties and things like that. So you're headed towards a direction, Gemini, where you're filling your own cup. You're healing yourself. Let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune in the near future, because it seems to be it's a very positive situation here that's coming in for you. And also, if you will excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. I lived in New York, so I might say coffee, but whatever. I'm Armenian, and I got an accent, baby. So Wheel of Fortune here is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So in the near future, and I don't sugarcoat, it is what it is. You're going to realize that, yes, you made the right decision. The reason why is because there was somebody else involved with your person. Page of Swords is Gemini energy here, Gemini card. Swords in tarot represent Gemini, Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Three of Cups. You're going to realize that if you were hesitating in the past whether you wanted to move on from this person or not, that was funny. If you were wanting to move on from this person or not, you made the right decision to move on, because the Wheel of Fortune here is the cycle that you're closing up for yourself with this individual, because you are realizing that there is something that was off with this individual, and you made the right decision with the Chariot to move on, a lot of you. Now, here is the thing, okay? This is not going to be everybody's story, and I want to mention this, Gemini. Please allow me the opportunity for the next 15 seconds, 20 seconds to explain something. These are general readings, so there's 4 options. The story is either yours, so option number 2. The story is not yours. Option number 3, it's not yours, but it's going to be yours. And option number 4, you can take bits of it. I've had a lot of Geminis and other signs coming to me and say, you know, I watched your reading, didn't resonate the first time. I came back after a week. Holy shit, it all happened. You know, so energies varies and it different, and we can't just try to force it to fit our narrative. There could be some things that may resonate, some things may not. So for some of you, the reason why I'm saying this is because there is a potential of some sort of a repentance from this person who is going to have a major realization that they fumbled you big time. But here is the catch. When they come back into your life, and if you're available, and if you still want them back, and if you see any sustainable changes in this person, how are they respecting Gemini? Are they showing love back to Gemini? If you see any sustainable changes, Gemini, then you may consider to move forward with this individual. But you know the pain that you have been through. You know that the days and the nights that you used to cry or just be in your head a lot and just, you know, spend your precious time just worrying about this whole situation, not having clarity because somebody here was breadcrumbing you and was not being honest with you, neglecting you, you know? And it also has to do a lot with what kind of environment did this person grow up? Who were this person's parents? How did they teach this person about love, you know? What did this person learn about love dynamics? So if you dig deeper into this person's past, you realize you have a lot of realizations. So I'm congratulating you. I applaud you for in the near future making the decision with the will of fortune to make the decision to move on towards the new destiny, towards the new direction for yourself. Because you know you don't want to be in a place where you feel like that you are in a triangle. Okay, so you know better, you choose better. Now let's get some advice for you, Gemini. What is the advice here? What's the advice for my gems? Do you remember the Hanged Man here that came up in the present moment? So your advice here is tied up to the Devil, the Hanged Man, and then the Empress. Now tell me if the cards are wrong or if they're lying, because this cannot be made up, and I'm very upfront and very confident about it because I love you and I'm not going to sugarcoat. The advice here is to realize if you feel that there is something that's toxic with this person, okay, Hanged Man energy here, you know who that person is for you. If you feel that there is a triangle, some sort of a toxic connection, something that's unhealthy about this person, you need to be in the Empress energy and shift all of your focus back to yourself and all these cards and focus on these cards. Get up on my arm and focus on what's important for you. The advice here is about a self-care here, Gemini. Taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Stay away from toxic individuals. It doesn't matter who they are, literally. Because if these people are dragging you down, if they're affecting you, you need to put a distance between you and this person. Set some strong boundaries, Gemini. So the advice here is to pull your energy back to yourself and focus on what's important for you. You know, prioritize yourself. Because you have taken care, you have been almost like a mother to this person. If you're a male watching this, you know. Caretaker, but most I'm getting feminine energy here. There is something very toxic, compulsive sex, compulsive behavior, addiction, whatever here, smoke, whatever is going on with this individual that you know that's not healthy. The cards don't lie, and neither do I. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the final advice for my gems. I want to see you shine, Gemini. I want to see you prosper. I want to see you successful. Okay, successful. So you got 4 of Ariel. It says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So financial individuals, like I said, could also be involved in this as well. When you give, you also receive. Do you see the 6 of Pentacles here? Do you see here equal give and take exchange? Somebody here is on their knees receiving from this person. I mean, hold on, Gemini. Don't get dirty. Don't get dirty. Somebody is on their knees like begging for, like, you know what I mean? Stop, Gemini. This dirty mind, Gemini. We share the same mind, don't we? So equal give and take exchange energy. That's the type of dynamic that you want to attract into your life. So Gemini, I love you so much. This is what I had for you. Cutie patootie. I'm your funny Armenian guy. I'm always here to serve and to slay. Thank you so much. I love you so much. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.